Hey YouTube, it's Bia here for Recovery Tuesdays with WeRFreEDomFighters, and our kind of schedule is the health behavior model, and this is week 2 on contemplation. And what I'm gonna cover in this video is realizing that your eating disorder is killing you and thinking about actual recovery, and then is it worth it? Am I sick enough? Will I fail? And how will I cope without it? And weighing up pros and cons of recovery. Alright, so let's dive in. Okay, so first, you have to realize that the eating disorder is killing you. And I think that for everyone, deep down, you always know it's killing you. It's obviously eating away at you, literally. And even though you may, feel happy that, you're losing weight, you are in control, but not really, it is essentially killing you. I mean, that's why it's called eating disorder. And you know that. Like, let's be 100% honest and upfront. You know that. You just are in denial about it. And there comes a point in a lot of people's active eating disorder life when they begin to casually think about recovery. Maybe it's just, you're bored and you're just thinking, but you're not serious at all. You're just like contemplating it. Contemplation, hey. And you begin to just sort of think like, oh, what would life be like if I hadn't gone down this road? And, even if you're just totally like, just messing around thinking about it, you're not serious, you're not actually going to think you're going to recover or whatever, but you're just, just fantasizing a little bit, how much normal your life would be, because, for a lot of people, I'm not saying for everyone, there's a lot of people who, all the way to the very end don't want to recover, obviously, but for a lot of people, you begin to kind of think about it. I know I did as I began to kind of think about, oh, well, it's kind of ruining my life. And then it's only natural to start to kind of like weigh your choices, right? So the first question, is it worth it? Well, obviously I'm going to say, of course it is, but I'm going to tell you why too, because you're not just going to believe me if I just say, oh yeah, it's worth it, It's worth it because you get your life back. A lot of people don't think they're in control when they start to recover, but the truth is, when you're in recovery, you slowly begin to get your control back. And, there's so many answers for why. That's why I'm kind of like, well, why? Why you get to enjoy life again. You get to enjoy your friends, your family, the beauty that's outside. I mean, I'm kind of hesitant to say the beauty that's outside right now because we have 23 inches of snow in Chicago. So, but I think when you're in recovery, you tend to enjoy the little things a lot more than you do in just regular life, Why? For me, maybe the best if I just say why for me. Why for me? Because my friends are the most important thing in my life. That's why. Because I was doing terrible in school, and now I'm a straight A student. Why? Because I wanted to go away to college. Because I wanted my parents to trust me again. Because I didn't want to keep losing my friends left and right every single day. Because I wanted to have the energy to get up and walk around. Because I wanted to be able to look in the mirror and not hate everything I see. Because I wanted to be able to feel comfortable. Those are my whys. And now, a lot of people always ask me, hey Bia, do you think I'm sick enough? And I know that's a very, I'm sure I would have asked that question as well, but it's a dumbass question, okay? If you even have a single symptom of eating disorder, you are sick enough, okay? There is no weight you have to be considered sick enough, okay? I went into the hospital. I'm not going to tell you what my weight was, but I went into the hospital and I would say, I'm not going to say my height, so you have no idea what this weight is, but I'll tell you this. I was probably about 10 pounds or so above what would have been diagnosable as anorexic weight. Yet I was very, very sick and eating only 60 calories a day. You can die, I say this all the time, you can die from an eating disorder. Whether you are 80 pounds or 180 pounds, okay? You are sick enough. Weight does not mean anything. It's mental, okay? You are always, this sounds kind of weird, but you are always sick enough. If you even think for a second, I count calories strictly and I'm losing some weight, I'm throwing up my meals, I'm very judgmental about myself, I can't look in the mirror, everything I do revolves around my weight or what I put in my body as far as my food, or I'm cutting myself, I weigh myself every day. You are sick enough if you do even one of those things, okay? You are, never second guess yourself for being sick enough. I don't want you guys to ever think to yourself, I need to get sicker, okay, or more, whatever. Never say that. I've heard so many people come to me saying, I feel like if I just lose 5-10 more pounds, I'll be sick enough. No. The fact that you're saying that proves to me that you're sick enough, in my opinion. And will you fail? It's a hard question. It is inevitable to have slips. The process of recovery is about relapse. You have to learn from your mistakes to keep going further. I've relapsed a few times, sometimes it was relapses that lasted a few weeks, and sometimes it was relapses that lasted a day, 12 hours, whatever. It's inevitable to have slips. Will you fail? What is it? It's like 1 in 10. I don't know. Don't listen to that. That's BS. You won't fail. Tell yourself you won't fail. You won't fail. Tell yourself you will fail. It'll be a much harder journey. But I have faith in you and I swear you won't fail. And you have people to help you not fail. You won't fail. Trust me. There are days where you're going to think that things are not going to get any better and you're going to fail and you're going to die alone and unhappy with your weight. I have those days. Those days pass though. And you know that you're not going to fail. Okay, coping mechanisms. How will you cope by your eating disorder? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, therapy. Going to see a doctor or whatnot. And a lot of people, either they can't afford that, it's expensive, especially with today's economy, and, insurances are, little bitches a lot. But therapists, obviously the best are usually, therapists who specialize in eating disorders. But I've also had a lot of help from regular people. A lot of teachers have helped me. Now I'm a senior in high school. Sophomore year, I was super close to this teacher, and he really, really, really helped me get through that year. And junior year as well, you know, there's so much to be said for having a close connection with someone who you see 5 days out of the week. School counselors have really helped me. My friends have really helped me. Friends are your go-to guidance counselors for life sometimes, you know. Little things like that. People online have really helped me, you know. I get, you know, just, okay. So, other ways to cope. When I was really sick, I did a lot of art. I had art therapy when I was in the hospital. So, you know, we painted a lot. We made a lot of things. So art therapy really helps. I know a lot of you guys are artists or, you know, writers, anything, okay? All that really helps. Friends were my key to recovery, as I've said before. And I would, you know, just call them up, text them even, you know, email, go over to their houses, you know, whatever. It's a little harder for me because no one really lives near me, but that's what you get for being a city kid. Yeah, like go out for a walk. You know, go play with a pet. I like to go to the museum because I'm a nerd. There's so many different ways to cope. I could go on for like hours, seriously. Pros versus cons. Okay. Well, pros, pretty much everything I've said. Pros, get your friends back, get your life back, get your grades back, get your family back, get your freedom back, get people's trust back, get your enjoyment back, get your strength back, get your concentration back, get your memory back, because starving kills brain cells. I've lost a lot of little memories from 8th grade and some freshman year too, you know. Get your want for life back, you know. Cons. It's hard. It's hands down the hardest thing I've ever done, that's for sure. It's hard as hell. But each day is a journey, and you're gonna get through it. And you will. I promise you. It's pretty much the only con. It's hard. Some people might say, well, you lose your control. No, you gain your control. Alright? And that's your con. It's hard. But, like I said, it's worth it. Alright guys, I hope you guys all have a really fantastic week, and I'll see you guys soon.